Hey, English learners! Welcome back to Everyday English Academy, your relaxed place to learn real, everyday English. I'm Sarah.
And I'm Mike, coming to you today as a man who left his apartment in 11 minutes this morning.
11 minutes. Is that a brag or a confession?
A brag, obviously. Why? What's your number?
55 minutes. 60 if the day looks difficult.
An hour? Sarah, what are you doing in there?
Existing. Slowly. Okay, answer me this. What was the first full sentence you said out loud today? Not in your head, out loud with your actual mouth.
Where are my keys?
Was anyone there?
No, just me and a very quiet hallway.
Good, because mine was worse. At 6:40, I looked at my weather app and said, "Oh, you are joking."
To the app.
To the app. Full sentence, real anger, no human involved.
So you were tired.
No, that's the thing. I wasn't tired. I was groggy.
Groggy, tired, same shelf.
Different shelf. You can be tired at 4 in the afternoon after a long day, and your brain still works fine. Groggy is that thick, foggy, half-awake feeling in the first 10 minutes. Your body is up, your brain has not finished loading.
Okay, that is a different thing. Groggy is when someone asks you a normal question and you hear it like it's underwater.
Underwater, perfect. And there's a softer cousin of that word too, drowsy. Drowsy is sleepy, heavy eyes, sofa energy. You can be drowsy at 2 in the afternoon in a warm room.
Right. Drowsy is the dangerous one. Drowsy is how you nod off in a meeting.
Nod off, falling asleep without deciding to.
I have nodded off in a 9:30 meeting with my eyes technically open. It's a skill.
It's a crime. Anyway, here's why I'm asking about your first sentence. My neighbor caught me in the stairwell this morning while I was still in weather app mode, and he asked me something about the recycling, and I had nothing.
What did you say?
I said, "Give me a second. I'm not properly awake yet." And he laughed and waited.
See, that's a real sentence. Learners need that one. Give me a second. I'm not properly awake yet.
You're not asking them to go away. You're asking for 5 seconds of runway. And that's basically today's whole episode. Because I think how you handle your first hour awake is exactly how you handle your first minute of English.
Ooh, say more.
The person who needs 20 minutes before speaking to a human also needs a warm-up before speaking English. The person who runs out the door on autopilot uses the same 4 sentences all day and then stops.
I feel personally attacked, and it's only been 3 minutes.
Good, then you go first.
Fine. My morning is a sprint. Feet on floor, shower, 1 coffee, standing up, out.
In 11 minutes.
In 11 minutes. I don't wake up gently, I'm just launched.
And what do you actually say to people in those 11 minutes, plus the bus ride?
Okay. Morning, good you, yeah, all good, and cheers to the bus driver.
What does the bus driver get exactly?
Cheers, on a very good day, cheers mate. Sometimes just a nod.
A nod is not speaking, Mike.
It's communication. There was warmth in it.
So that's 4 things and a nod.
That's a full social life, Sarah.
That's the bare minimum, the smallest possible amount you can do and still count as a person.
Bare minimum is a great phrase for this, actually. He does the bare minimum and leaves. You hear that about coworkers all the time.
And you're doing the bare minimum socially at 7 in the morning, which is fine, except this is exactly the problem a lot of learners have. They sound fluent for about 4 seconds, and then they stall.
Stall like a car.
Stall like a car. Everything is moving, and then it just stops in the middle of the road.
Because they practiced the door and never practiced the room.
Say that again. That's good.
You practice the greeting 1,000 times. Hello, how are you? Good, thanks. Then the person says something you didn't order and the whole thing dies.
So let's test you. I'm a colleague. It's Tuesday. We're both at the kettle, and I am not letting you escape.
I don't like this.
Morning, Mike. How's it going?
Good, you?
Honestly, a bit rough. My train was canceled, and I had to get 2 buses, and now I've got a 9:30 I haven't prepared for.
Ooh, that's a lot of buses. Yeah.
There we go.
I trailed off. I completely trailed off.
You did. Trail off is when your sentence quietly runs out of road and you never finish it.
My voice went smaller and smaller until it was gone.
And it wasn't a vocabulary problem. You know the word bus. You had no opening move because your normal answer is so ingrained.
Ingrained, deeply stuck, like a habit that's been there so long you can't feel it anymore.
After 15 years, good you is not a choice you make. It's a reflex.
In my defense, that was a pretend morning. In a real morning, I would have been holding a mug, and that changes everything.
Sure it does. Okay, so here's the fix, and it's small. Instead of an answer that closes the door, give one that opens it. Yeah, good. Busy morning, though. Or, not bad. I've been up since 6. Or, pretty good. How was your weekend?
The trick is, you hand them something. Any tiny detail. Busy, tired, up early, cold outside.
One detail is enough. It gives the other person somewhere to go.
And you can steal my favorite, surviving. People love it.
Very casual, though. Say that to your boss's boss, and it lands strangely.
True. Surviving is for the kettle, not the interview.
Speaking of you and cold mornings, you left with no coat today, didn't you?
I did. It's 4 degrees. I made a choice.
You made a bad choice. Okay, quick one for everybody listening. Because these 2 small words do very different jobs. Mike ran out with no coat, and right now he's on a freezing bus. Do we say he should be freezing on that bus right now, or he must be freezing on that bus right now? We say he must be freezing on that bus right now. Must is for when you're pretty sure about something happening now based on the facts.
No coat, 4 degrees, so you're sure. You must be exhausted. She must be so proud.
And should would sound like freezing is the correct thing for me to be doing, like it's my job. Which, in that jacket, it basically was. Now, my morning is the complete opposite, and I'm not even slightly sorry about it.
An hour, Sarah.
An hour, and most of it is silent. I don't talk to anyone. I need to ease into the day.
Ease into it. Slowly, gently, no sudden movements.
Like walking into cold water instead of jumping. I'm used to starting slowly. And notice that, everyone, I'm used to starting with ing. After I'm used to, the verb always takes ing.
Same shape as I end up talking to my fridge. End up plus ing.
2 for free, and we're not even trying. Anyway, if something loud happens in that first quiet stretch, it ruins me. Last Thursday, a delivery guy rang my doorbell at 7:15, and I got such a jolt, I dropped a spoon.
A jolt. That sudden shock that goes straight through you.
Straight through me. My heart was going for 10 minutes.
Okay, but here's what I want everyone to hear. Sarah is not a slow person. She's a warm-up person. Completely different thing.
Thank you. And I'll admit something now that I've never said on here. Before an important phone call, I rehearse.
Rehearse how?
Out loud, in my kitchen. Hi, this is Sarah. I'm calling about the invoice from March. Sometimes twice.
Twice?
3 times if I'm apprehensive about the call.
Apprehensive.
Slightly worried about something that hasn't happened yet.
It isn't fear. It's that low, uncomfortable hum before you do the thing.
That is adorable and also a bit worrying.
Why worrying?
Because rehearsing is fantastic for learners, and it's also a trap. You rehearse your line, the other person hasn't read your script, and then you're in trouble.
Fair. I overthink openings. But rehearsing has genuinely saved me, and it isn't only an English thing. Natives do it too. I have absolutely stood in a kitchen practicing how to cancel a dentist appointment.
The dentist doesn't care.
I care. Anyway, this brings us to the thing you and I actually fight about. First English of the day. I say, listen.
And I say, speak.
Listen. Put a podcast on while you brush your teeth. Mouth closed, brain warming up. You wouldn't sprint before stretching?
No, listening does nothing for your mouth. Your ears get lovely and your mouth stays asleep. If you don't open it in the morning, it's stiff all day. One bad sentence to the fridge beats 20 minutes of listening.
My mouth is not the problem at 6:40. My brain is.
Then talk to the fridge, to the mirror, to nobody. Say the date out loud. Say what you can see. It doesn't matter.
And this is where your kettle comes in, isn't it?
The kettle. Fine, I'll tell them. 2 years ago, I wrote a note and stuck it on my kettle. My own handwriting, big letters, say it out loud.
And
And the steam has hit it every single morning for 2 years, so the ink has gone soft and blurry. You genuinely cannot read it anymore.
But you know what it says.
I know exactly what it says. I just don't do it.
That note is the most honest thing on this channel. That's every phrase learners save and never use. It's there, it's blurry, it's doing nothing.
Yeah, that one stings a bit.
And I think a lot of people don't speak in the morning because they feel self-conscious, worried about how they sound, even alone.
Self-conscious in your own kitchen. Nobody there, and still your brain says, someone might hear you being bad at English.
The neighbors are not listening. They're groggy.
They're groggy.
Okay, listeners, pick a side and tell us. Your very first English of the day. Do you listen first like me, or do you speak first like Mike? Say which one and why, because we genuinely cannot agree.
We really can't, and neither of us is going to change.
Never. But here's what a slow starter actually needs, and it isn't more grammar. It's the sentences you say when you've fallen behind in a conversation.
Because the worst thing is nodding along.
The absolute worst. Someone says something, you catch about 60%, and you smile and say yes. Then 2 minutes later, you're agreeing to help them move a sofa on Saturday.
That happened to my cousin. Genuinely.
So learn these. Sorry, could you slow down a little? Polite and completely normal to say.
Or, sorry, I didn't catch that last part. Not the whole sentence, just the last part. It sounds like you were listening, because you were.
And if you need it once more, could you say that again? Done. Full stop. You don't have to apologize 4 times.
Learners over-apologize so much. Once is plenty.
One sentence like that can repair a whole conversation.
Repair, like patching a hole while you're still walking. You're not starting again from the beginning.
That's the word I want everyone to take home today. You don't need perfect English. You need repair English.
Although, look, neither of us is the extreme case. We both know someone worse.
Ruth.
Ruth, Sarah's old flatmate.
Ruth's morning is timed to the minute. Wide awake before her alarm every day. Not sleepy, not foggy, fully switched on at 5:55, looking at the ceiling, waiting.
Wide awake before the alarm is not a personality, it's a warning.
And her English works the same way. Everything written first. She used to make notes before a phone call, bullet points.
Notes for a phone call.
Little folded pieces of paper by the phone, and she'd sound incredible for about 40 seconds beautiful sentences, perfect tenses.
And then?
And then the other person would ask one thing that wasn't on the page, and she'd collapse. Total silence, then, sorry, one moment. She rang me at 7 one morning in a complete panic about a meeting.
Ooh, hang on. There's a sneaky one hiding in that. She rang you at 7 and the news was that the meeting had moved. Do we say she told me that the meeting had moved or she said me that the meeting had moved?
It's she told me that the meeting had moved. Tell takes a person straight after it. You tell somebody something.
And say doesn't. You can absolutely say she said the meeting had moved, just never said me.
That one is so common. Tell me, tell him, tell the class. Say it, say something, say hello.
Right. Anyway, poor Ruth. And I want to be kind here because I have been Ruth.
We both have. The prepared sentence is a comfort blanket.
So what does she need? It isn't vocabulary. Her vocabulary is better than mine.
She needs permission to buy time out loud. Nothing else. 3 sentences.
Go on.
Let me think about that for a second. Say it, then actually think. Silence after those words is comfortable silence.
2. Can I get back to you on that? But careful, because this one has rules.
Big rules. That's a work sentence. Neutral, professional, and it only works when the answer can wait.
If your manager asks about a budget for next month, perfect. If your friend is standing at your door asking if you want tea, you cannot say, "Can I get back to you on that?"
Please don't.
With a friend, it's, "Can I text you later about that?" Or just, "Hang on, let me think."
And if they need the answer right now, none of those work. Then you say, honest answer, probably yes, but let me check one thing.
That's the grown-up version. You give them something real instead of disappearing.
And 3, the one Ruth never had. Sorry, could you say that again? I was still thinking about the last bit.
So human. Everyone has done that in their own language.
Every single day. Let's say a few of these out loud, actually, while they're warm. I'll say one, you repeat it after me. Let me think about that for a second.
I need to ease into the day.
Sorry, could you slow down a little?
I'm a bit groggy this morning. I said the last one wrong, didn't I?
You said, I'm a bit groggy in this morning.
No in. Let me go again. I'm a bit groggy this morning.
Better. And listeners, say them at normal speed, not slow motion, careful speed. You want them ready at 7 in the morning with a half-awake mouth.
Okay, so the actual question in the title. What does your morning say about you?
You go first. You're the fast one.
Fast morning, wide English, shallow English. I can start a conversation with anybody. I just say the same 11 things to all of them.
And the fix isn't slowing your whole life down. It's collecting 3 new answers to how are you and forcing yourself to use them.
3 answers. Small, specific, annoying. And your morning?
Slow morning. Accurate, but late. My English is correct, and it arrives about 2 seconds after the moment has gone.
So you don't need more grammar.
I need a warm-up, which, fine, I'll admit your fridge thing might help with. Might.
Write that down, everyone.
I said might. And genuinely, at some point, you have to pace yourself.
Pace yourself. Go at a speed you can actually keep up, instead of sprinting for 11 minutes and dying at 2 in the afternoon.
Which is your whole life, by the way.
Which is my whole life. And Ruth? Strong sentences, no improvising. She needs the buy time kit and nothing else.
And none of this is about changing your personality. You're not going to become a morning person because a podcast told you to.
No. You just need to know which 3 phrases your type is missing.
Okay, before we finish, let's do a quick recap of the words from today. And wow, there were a lot.
There really were. My tired brain is already struggling. Just kidding.
You'll be fine. Let's start with the one that describes your whole morning, Mike. Bare minimum.
Here we go.
Bare minimum means the smallest amount you can do and nothing more. 4 sentences and a cheers.
In my defense, it works. Okay, next one. Rehearse.
To rehearse means to practice something before the real moment. Like me, standing in my kitchen, practicing a call to the dentist.
And it's not silly. A little practice out loud really helps.
Then we had 2 sleepy words, wide awake and drowsy.
Wide awake means completely awake, not tired at all. That's Ruth at 5:55 staring at the ceiling.
And drowsy is the opposite, sleepy, heavy eyes. That warm feeling after lunch when you can't stay awake.
Which leads to a dangerous one. Nod off.
To nod off means to accidentally fall asleep for a moment, usually in a warm room or a long meeting.
I have never nodded off in a meeting.
You literally told me you did, with your eyes open.
I withdraw the statement.
Okay, let's keep going. Jolt.
A jolt is a sudden shock that wakes you up fast. The doorbell and one flying spoon.
I still think about that spoon. Next, 2 words for when your English just stops, stall, and trail off.
To stall is when you suddenly stop and can't continue, like an engine that dies. My sentence about buses just stalled.
And to trail off is the quieter version. Your voice slowly fades and you never finish the sentence.
Both very normal. Everyone does it.
Then we had some feeling words, self-conscious and apprehensive.
Self-conscious is when you feel nervous and worried about what other people think of you. That's the feeling that stops a lot of people from speaking at all.
And apprehensive is a little worried about something coming. Not scared, just quietly dreading it, like me before a phone call.
And the last 2, ingrained and pace yourself.
Ingrained means a habit that is so deep it's automatic, like your good you, Mike, 15 years deep.
It comes out before I even think. And pace yourself means to go at a steady, comfortable speed so you don't get tired or overwhelmed.
Which is my advice for you and your 11-minute mornings.
My doctor says the exact same thing.
Oh, and one more, repair. In conversation, repair just means fixing things when they go wrong, asking someone to say it again or trying the sentence a second time.
Honestly, that's the one skill everybody needs. You will make mistakes. Repairing them is the real skill.
Exactly. And Mike, one last practical thing. Your kettle.
My poor little note.
Mike wrote his English phrases on a note next to the kettle. 2 years of steam later, he can't read a single word.
Not one. It's just a blurry blue smudge now.
So, put your phrases somewhere the steam can't reach. The bathroom mirror, the back of your phone, the front door, at eye level.
And 2 phrases, not 20. 2 where you'll actually see them every day.
And the honest answer to today's big question, your morning doesn't decide how good your English is.
It just shows you where the gap is. Fast people need a warm-up, slow people need to speed up. Planners need to improvise.
Simple as that. Okay, now we really want to hear from you.
Yes, 2 questions today. First, which morning is yours? Fast, slow, or fully planned?
And second, what was the very first sentence you said out loud today in any language? Mine was me shouting at a weather app.
Mine was, where are my keys? Beat that.
Write it in the comments. Even one sentence is great practice.
And that little argument from earlier still stands, listening first or speaking first.
Because Mike is wrong, and he knows it.
I am not wrong. Talk to your fridge, everyone. It's free.
If you enjoyed this one, give us a like and subscribe. It really helps us keep making these.
And share it with the friend who leaves the house in 11 minutes. They need to hear it.
Or the friend who needs a whole hour. They need it too.
Thanks for spending part of your morning with us, or your evening, or your bus.
Be kind to your sleepy brain. Say one thing out loud today, and we'll see you in the next episode.
Bye, everyone.
Goodbye.